Chapter 11. And it happened that when Jesus had finished giving orders to his 12 disciples, he went on from there to teach and to preach in their towns. Now when John heard in prison the deeds of Christ, he sent word by his disciples, and said to him, Are you the one who is to come, or should we look for another? And Jesus answered and said to them, Go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind receive sight, and the lame walk. Lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised, and the poor have good news announced to them. And whoever is not offended by me is blessed. Now as these were going away, Jesus began to speak to the crowds concerning John. What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? But what did you go out to see? A man dressed in soft clothing? Behold, those who wear soft clothing are in the houses of kings. But why did you go out? To see a prophet? Yes, I tell you, and even more than a prophet. It is this man about whom it is written, Behold, I am sending my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. Truly I say to you, among those born of women there has not arisen one greater than John the Baptist. But the one who is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. But from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven is treated violently, and the violent claim it. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you are willing to accept it, he is Elijah, the one who is going to come. The one who has ears, let him hear. But to what shall I compare this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplaces, who call out to one another, saying, We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We sang a lament, and you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He has a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man who is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is vindicated by her deeds. Then he began to reproach the towns in which the majority of his miracles had been done, because they did not repent. Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! For if the miracles done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. Nevertheless, I tell you, it will be more bearable for Tyre and for Sidon on the day of judgment than for you. And you, Capernaum, will you be exalted to heaven? No, you will be brought down to Hades. For if the miracles done in you had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until today. Nevertheless, I tell you that it will be more bearable for the region of Sodom on the day of judgment than for you. At that time Jesus answered and said, I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and intelligent, and have revealed them to young children. Yes, Father, for to do so was your gracious will. All things have been handed over to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wants to reveal him. Come to me, all of you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke on you, and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy to carry, and my burden is light.